Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and thank you very much for tuning in to witness what is most definitely the most amazing feat of mind over matter, pain tolerance, and death defiance that you shall ever see on this earth. And I am indeed talking about the ancient and deadly art of sword swallowing. My name is Cydeshow Cy. I'm a man of skill, a man of danger, and some would even say, a complete lunatic. Some of you do agree, the rest of you need a little bit more proof. Well, to that, I simply respond in the immortal words of the immortal bard Bruno Mars. Don't believe me? Just watch. Before I begin, I really do have to say this. I know you're not stupid, and this is for any kids and adults watching out there. Again, I know you're not stupid, but I do have to say this anyway. Do not try this at home. I don't even know what I mean by that, because I tried this at home. I guess really think about it. What we're about to see right here is extremely dangerous. It used to be performed as a ritual, and nowadays it's performed as entertainment. A side effect is indeed death. If you're going to try sword swallowing anywhere, try it at a hospital. It will save you lots of time. Furthermore, I would like to propose a toast. If you're holding a drink in your hand, go ahead and hold it up high. If you're not holding a drink, hold up your thumb. We can all participate in this. And repeat after me. For libation. For liberation. For lubrication. Cheers, folks. Please swallow responsibly. And on that note, parents, if your kids get my jokes, that's your fault. But onward and awkward, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We have right here 22 inches of solid stainless steel. These blades do not fold, they do not bend, they do not retract into the handle, and they are not going anywhere except down the hatch without a scratch. Oh, one more thing. Just to ease any of the anxious minds in this audience, I am a trained professional. Should be okay. The odds are ever in my favor. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That is 100% solid stainless steel right down my gullet. It is not magic. It is not a trick. It is 100% real. It happened right before your very eyes, and guess what? It's going to happen again. What you're witnessing here is a feat of pure mind over matter. That is, I'm using my mind to control every muscle between my mouth and my stomach, allowing this blade to pass through. I have mastered this skill. I prove it to you now using the drop technique. I'm going to place the blade a quarter of the way in, and then I'm going to let go. And then when I feel myself align, I will loosen all the muscles in my stomach, allowing the blade to literally drop the rest of the way in. Yes, a little bit more dangerous, a little bit more sick, but do not blink, for it happens quick. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. The drop technique is a feat of excellence amongst sword swallowers. Every time that I swallow a sword, it literally has to nudge my heart and lungs aside to get to the pit of my stomach. I have seen a doctor. It is indeed true. Therefore, every time I perform the drop technique, it means I have complete and utter control over the insides of my body. And when one has such control, they're able to swallow not just one, not just two, but 3 solid steel blades at the same time. The danger of swallowing 3 blades at the same time is not choking to death on 3 blades at the same time, but it's if the blades were to scissor. If that happens, it's the end of the show. No refunds. But the point is not to do that. But you know, as the old saying goes, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stranger. Whoever doesn't kill you, or whoever does kill you, is not your problem anymore. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. 3 blades at the same time. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Believe it or not, even after swallowing 3 blades at the same time, even after showing you that the blades are indeed solid stainless steel, and even after performing the drop technique, which is physically impossible to do with a retractable blade, people still insist that there's got to be a trick to this. That sword swallowing is completely impossible without the aid of a magic blade, with the aid of a certain special prop that where the blade retracts into the handle. And you know what? That breaks my heart. It truly breaks my tiny, twisted, black, icy little heart. Because I have sacrificed so many years of my social life to perfect this. And that's not funny, that's just sad. But seriously, I perform this stunt all over the world, and people will still come up to me and insist that the swords are fake, the swords are fake, the swords are fake, that they gotta be retracting in a handle. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is when I pull out one of these blades. And I do mean blade. For I took off the handle off this one. Thus to prove that it does not retract anywhere, I'm going to swallow this blade all the way down so close that I can close my lips around the end of it. And then for those of you watching in closely, I shall take a bow and open my mouth, showing you the blade literally down my throat. I do apologize if any of you have already eaten. Yeah, sorry, not sorry. But here you go, ladies and gentlemen. One blade, no handle, down the hatch. Hopefully, I do not lose it again. Mission accomplished. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Sword swallowing is indeed 100% real, proven thus by the handleless blade. Now comes, what else do the sword swallowers can really do with such an act? It's like, once we prove that it's real, it's like, where else can it go from there? When it seems like every stunt is the same. I take a blade, I swallow it down, I pull it out, I live, and we go on. Well, I am glad you asked. We like to push the boundaries a little bit. Bringing out blades that are a little bit more dangerous, such as this one right here. The Japanese wielded some of the most dangerous swords. The swords of the samurai, the katana, or the shortened wakizashi like I have right here. These blades were definitely a mark of expertise. Blades that were so strong that they could cut a man in half with one clean swipe, chop down trees, even puncture metal armor. Might I also point out, every single one of you knows where this is going and is completely okay with that. My kind of people. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The wakizashi. Down the hatch. Without a scratch. Domo arigato. And that is the extent of my Japanese. Furthermore, I got asked a lot of questions in this profession. Some a little less appropriate than others. But one of the most common ones I'm asked is, do I feel the swords when I swallow them? The honest to God truth is yes, I do. Especially this one. Right here, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call the flamberge. It is the longest. It is the heaviest. It is the wiggliest sword I swallow. I feel it all the way from my tonsils down to the fallopian tubes, I guess. Yeah, if you get that, you're a smart person. And you can explain it to all the rest of them. But this one's an extra little bit of fun for you. For I have been told that if you watch closely, and you are indeed lucky, you can actually see the sides of my neck wiggle as the sword goes in and as it comes out. Yes, it's gross, but you'll watch. yeah, tickles every step of the way down. I'll tell you another neat little experience that I get every time that I swallow that particular sword is not just the feeling, but how it sounds. For I can hear every step of the way going against my innards. A pleasant little piece of dinner conversation right there. Well, folks, I have just about one more sword left right here to do for you. Before I do, I want to just take another moment and thank you so much for being here and supporting all of us during this trying time during this pandemic. Hopefully we can be back to the Renaissance fairs real soon. And yeah, just thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope you enjoyed this show. Naturally, the better my show I do, the more you will enjoy. One way you can show me enjoy is by rating my show. I hope that you can rate my show, rating it in an amount from 1 to 100 that you can then place either in my Venmo or my PayPal. That'd be greatly appreciated, ladies and gentlemen. Every little bit helps, as this is indeed a starving artist during these trying times. So yeah, Venmo is Cyrus-Pynn. PayPal is cyruspynn@gmail.com. Rate whatever it means to you. Here's what it means to me. $1 means thank you for the show. 5 means I like the show. 10 means I love the show. And 20 or more says, oh my god, the show is so amazing. I want to support you in everything you do and possibly take you home to meet my dad. And if no cash whatsoever, ladies and gentlemen, kind word, kind compliment, a virtual handshake, a virtual high five, whatever, or even just going on Facebook or Instagram and finding Cydeshow site and following me there to find my other adventures and any other new material that I put out. Any of it really means a whole lot. So thank you so much in advance. I now bring out what is indeed the most dangerous sword I swallow. That is no joke, ladies and gentlemen, and it took me longer to get this one down than it took me to get one sword, period. I like to call this one the $100 sword because a couple of years back, well, pardon the burp, anytime I swallow a sword, it pushes a lot of air down. It's got to come out somehow. Pull my finger. Alright, where was I? I was busking a couple of years ago, and this sword was my finale, and the one particular man saw me do it, comes up afterwards, makes eye contact, and places a $100 bill into my hat. It's a true story. It really did happen. Fat chance it could happen again, but hey, a guy can only dream, right? Well, the sword that he saw, ladies and gentlemen, was this one right here. Indeed, the curved scimitar, a blade with a curve close to 90 degrees. As you can see, I have to be very specific. Curving my body close to 90 degrees to fit the curve of this sword, or else it's going to curve right out the side of my body. I don't want to see that either. It's a very scarring image for you, and it takes a zippity right out my doodah. Let's do this one correctly, shall we? Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. The $100 sword. Onward and awkward. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you know what? You've all been so awesome, and performing really does bring a lot of joy to my heart. I'm going to give you all one more. Hold on one second. We're going to do an extra special little stunt right here, involving 2 stunts in one. You've seen the sword swallowing happen before. That's mind over matter. We're going to combine mind over matter with balance. That's right, I'm going to swallow this sword right here. I'm going to bounce this juggling knife upright for, oh, I don't know, maybe 10 seconds. Yeah, sure, let's try for 10 seconds. Here we go. Oh, by the way, if you've been wondering why I've been licking these things this entire time, ask your mom and dad. Alright, here we go. Let's try for 10 seconds. Well, build up for something I can't really promise I can do. Here we go. Was that 10? I don't know. It was long enough for me. Folks, again, really appreciate you all being here. I hope you enjoyed the show. And I'll leave my PayPal and Venmo link handles up in the description. But either way, as long as you enjoy the show, that really means a lot to me. Job well done. Thank you so much. Cydeshow signing off.